I'm doing a craft, and I'm going to be doing a wreath for my channel. I hope you guys enjoy this one. The items that you're going to need is one of this wreath from Dollar Tree, and this is from the garden section, and it's a 12-inch one. And you're also going to need some loofah, whatever color you want. That's the one that you're gonna pick. You're also gonna need a little bit of tape to tape it after the fact. Okay, so first I already did this. I already cut it in half right here, not cut it in the middle right here, and that is going to help me to be able to work with my um, wreath to make this happen. Now you're going to grab the tape, of course, and once you grab the tape, then you're going to tape a little bit of it because we're going to use it and we're going to do different stuff with it. So let's go and see what we have here to do today. Of course, if you know, you know. This is Coffee with B, and my name is Venecia. If you don't know, I cook, I do crafts, I do a little bit of everything, and definitely love doing all that in my channel. So I look forward to it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put tape right here, just for my next step to be a little bit easier on me. So keep that in mind. Now we're gonna grab a little bit more tape and put it on the other side. And this craft was someone that I saw on YouTube, and I saw them doing it like a penguin style, but I'm not gonna do a penguin style. I'm gonna do more like a easy, a couple minutes. So what we're putting tape here for is because we want them taped to adhere to the wreath and be able to use these inside of it. So just give me a second and I'll show you how to use those. And I'm going to try to see if this. Yeah, sometimes, when you're trying to work something out every time, you feel like some things are not working the right way. That's precisely what's happening with this tape right now. I thought it was going to be an easy task, but no. It's giving me a harder time to get it out. Anyway, so that is going to be, you're going to grab the wreath, you're going to cut it here, you're going to put a little bit of tape, and then you're going to grab that loofah that you had, and you're going to take the thing holding it together. Once you're done, it should look like this. So once it look like that, you're going to try to fold it within itself like this and put it right on that tape and try to enter it into it. And hopefully it will go in easier with the tape, because if you don't put the tape, then it's going to be scratchy, and believe me, I already tried it. So my failure, you can learn from my failures. So that didn't work very well, so definitely need to tape it up so it can get in here. But this is an easy way of doing a wreath without having to do too much. And also getting a loofah. A loofah, you can get it from Dollar Tree. You can also get it less than $1. I mean, sometimes I find them on sale for 50 cents or things like that, depending on the color that you want, which could be different color. Just keep that in mind. But this one I'm shooting for white because I want a white Christmas, or like a snow Christmas. So this wreath is going to be more like a wreath. As you can see, it's already turning like so beautiful already, and you can continue putting it in. You might need one or two loofahs or scrub, whatever you call them. They are That's why it's so important that you cut it. And if you want to use a metal one, You can also use a metal one. The only thing you have to do is use like pliers or something like that to be able to cut it off, because it's not going to be an easy task. For me, I was able to cut it with this because this is almost like a flower wreath from the flower area in Dollar Tree. And I was able to cut it no problem at all. And then we're going to put it in here. And let's keep going here and put in here. And I picked the smallest one because I only had 2 loofahs, white ones in my house. So I didn't want to go outside and buy new ones. I could have if I wanted to, but I didn't want to have to do that. And of course, this is why it's so important to tape both for the size. So this way you'll be able to do this and keep going along. So this is going to be one of those areas where you put the loofah. This was a big loofah, so I mean, scrub, and definitely is going to cover a lot of space. Certainly. Anyone there? Anyone want to come say hi to me while I make this wreath? The hardest part is just putting the loofah in. It shouldn't be so complicated. It should be very easy and simple. Once you put both tapes on both sides, believe me, it shouldn't be getting stuck on the other side. So, hi, Lisbao? Lisbao, sorry, if I'm butchering your name. Thank you for coming into my channel. I appreciate you, Liz. I call Lil. I call you Lil, okay? So this is what we're doing with making a wreath for Christmas, and I'm using some of the loofahs that you use to wash yourself, and basically I'm using only 2 of them, and I'm using the 12-inch wreath from. Hi, how you doing? So here we have 1 loofah already inside, but I definitely need another one, so I'm gonna take this one apart. All you have to do, and you can find this very cheap and inexpensive at the Dollar Tree. You can get like 3 of them in a package if you're lucky enough. So that's just me trying to do that. But then you're gonna look for that little thing that is holding it together, and you're gonna cut it off. That's basically what it comes down to it. Just make sure that you don't cut the loofah, because then it's gonna be a hole on your loofah. But that is just, and then you just try to take it apart. So here we go. And it seemed to me that I need to cut another. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a little hard to do when you're trying to do this. But do it ahead of time. I just wanted to show you guys how you do this and how you get the loofah to be exposed. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you like any of my content, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. You will be notified as soon as you get a new video or live or anything like that. I appreciate everyone that signs up. And basically what we're doing here, we're just making a wreath for Christmas. And I wanted to make it like a little bit like a snowflake. That's what I'm shooting for. So I'm using a white loofah. You can use a green one, a red one, whatever color makes you happy. That's what I think you should do. And then remember to tape this here, because if you don't tape it, then it's going to be very hard to put it in, okay? So here we have the loofah. And we're going to put it in. I'm going to hold this here because it's like so hard to do when I wasn't able to tape the other side because the tape was giving me a hard time. But You know, when you're doing it live, sometimes things don't go the way that you expect them. But I kind of figure that, you know, sometimes an imperfection can be a perfection for that person. So just keep in mind, don't be so hard on yourself when you're making a wreath, when you're making something happen. I remember my first wreath that I made. I It wasn't my best work, I can tell you that much. But definitely, I have to say that with time, you have learned to become better. And of course, there's a lot of influencers out there that actually have such a beautiful platform that they actually can teach you how to get all those ideas into motion. And my channel was more inspired by doing it on a dime, you know, the lady cheap on the cheap, something like that. I think her name is might be Sarah, and they influence it. Even the Vivian Try actually helped me get into the rhythm of doing my videos. Yeah. So here we got our two loofahs in here. This is a 12-inch, and I have to say that now you're gonna spread it a little bit, of course. Spread as much as you can because you want it to look like you're full. This is what you have done with the loofah already. Isn't it amazing? And you can even make a, if you make 3 of these, you can even make a snowman attached to it. I'm not gonna make it because I don't have that much, but I would love to have done, be able to do that. So now you're gonna grab that tape, and hopefully this tape doesn't give me a hard time again trying to get out. I was trying to use this little thing, but it's not working. I'm gonna get it. You know how it is. Sometimes tape don't like to work. Let's see if I can try to see if I can grab over this. I think it's going this way. I don't know why. It's going in the other direction. That's why this is not working. Well, if I can get the tape going here, this is what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be that I'm taping it here. You're gonna put whatever tape makes you happy, and then this is gonna make this wreath basically all done just by this. And then you guys are gonna put whatever you want. I mean, I have this ornament from Dollar Tree. It's so good. Oh, okay. I see you. If you have to go, you have to go. I totally understand. You can even put this in here and glue it to it and make it like such a beautiful man. But you can also go even a little bit further. You can get even one of these. I got these doing the for 50 cents from Dollar Tree, and what I got was what we did was we actually I could only pay 50 cents for this. It was missing something, but I always thought that I was going to use it for something else. So what am I going to use it for? We're going to use Mod Pot on it, and we're going to put a Christmas decoration from a tissue paper. Let's just go look that up. Okay, and we have two options. We could put this one here, or we can put this one here, which is a smaller one. But I think I'm gonna shoot for the bigger one, and we're gonna try to do this and go look for some Mod Pot because that's what we're gonna need. Okay. So let's get some Mod Pot going here, and you guys have probably seen this process a million times already on YouTube or somewhere else, but this will be my first time doing it myself. When I got these napkins, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to Mod Pot them and into a canvas or to whatever item I wanted to do. And that's what I was going to do. So you're gonna open this tissue paper right here, right? And you're gonna try to take it. I don't know if this one is going to be able to be so easy to come off, but because it looks as if you're very, very aligned to it. Okay, well, the point is that, doesn't this look beautiful? Wouldn't this look beautiful if you have to put it in a wreath or something? I think it's going to be just perfect for what my idea is. Of course, I still want to do the Halloween on the back, so I'm just not going to touch that part there. But I am going to use the Mod Pot and I'm going to distribute a little bit in here. Let's go and see that. Okay. Here we're going to go and put a little bit of Mod Pot all over the place. I'm not even going to try to baby this because really no. There's no need for that. I had, where is this? I have this here that you can just distribute the Mod Pot. A little bit easier here. This is what I call an easy way of doing your Mod Pot with a complex. This is supposed to be like a little bit thinner, but I'm just gonna go with it and I'm just gonna put the whole thing in it and use Mod Pot on top of it to try to get it to, and just make sure that it's completely if you feel that it's too, that you want to stretch it out, go ahead, take it off and put it right back. Stretch it out. Here's what we got so far, and I'm loving this. So you can do two steps here. You can cut them off, that would be great, or you can also burn it off. That's up to you guys to do whatever makes you happier. Right now this is what you should do, so perfectly. I'm going to cut it off and then we'll deal with the rest of it. There you go. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in the Dollar Tree that's 25 cents, so you can even get the metal ones that they have. Now you're gonna use a little bit more Mod Pot on it, and keep in mind, just try to, this time, don't put as much in the canvas, just put it in the pad, so you can just distribute it better. And you're going to, and what I love about this Mod Pot is that it's a glossy one, so it's gonna give it like a nice finish to it. Keep that in mind. It's going to be just beautiful that way. And also it's gonna give that nice gloss finish to it. And I'm gonna put it in the corners too, because I want everything to adhere. I know some people cut it, burn it off or do something. I'm just gonna use Mod Pot to get it in there and get it all attached to it. It's gonna be perfect. Just the way it is. Look at this. Isn't it coming out great? I'm loving it already, of course. And if you want to attach it a little bit to the back, yeah, you can do that. So I do this. Just keep in mind, if you're putting this outside, I recommend you waterproofing it because that's going to be something that you're going to need to do. If you want to cover these areas here, will be great, but I don't need to cover them because I already have this, and then this is going to look like this inside of it. So you can see that you're going to get that beautiful color, and you just don't have to do anything too much because really this is what's going to show up like that. So I'm going to try to see if I can glue it to the back. You know what? Let me see if I can glue this together instead of actually trying to tape it. Because for some reason or another, my tape seemed not to be working very well today. But that's why we're going to work around that little problem, and I'm gonna get my glue going here. It is going, and it's gonna blink until it's ready. So we're going to glue this together here. And I'm just gonna glue it together, and this is wood, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue at all. I would love for the table to work, but so I can feel it, but I can't find the end of it. Oh, this is done. Okay. And I'm just gonna glue with the glue gun, and then later on, if I find another tape, I'm going to secure even further. But this is pretty good. I have to say that the glue gun is gonna do the job with no problem, especially because this wreath is like not woody, but it's like so it's working perfectly to adhere to it. Just keep that in mind. Like you say, sometimes you have to work with what you have, and then this is definitely what I have, and this is what I'm gonna have to work with. I have to say, so far, I am loving the effect of the loofahs, you know, that you're using. It's something so simple that you can just make a wreath, and you don't have to make it too hard on yourself to make. So that is always a plus to having to distribute this and get it out of the way and get it all together. Like, look, this is like less than 10 minutes you can do this, and it won't be that hard to get accomplished. And this, I only use 2, but if you want it to be more loose, more cover, then definitely you can use up to 3 or 4. I only had 2, so that's what I'm using, and I used the smallest wreaths that I had on stock to be able to do this, so keep that in mind. Okay, so there's 2 options that you have here. You can put this in here on the back right here, which is going to be giving you that little pop of color with the rainbows, and or you can put it like basically like this, maybe, where the ball is coming down. The sky's the limit. I mean, you can try to cut this too. Let me see if I can cut this. Ah, you can cut it. Okay, cool. So this, you can try to cut it down and make it a little bit smaller. That would definitely work. Well, you might need like a little bit more, something more strong to break this, because this is like very hard as hell, hard here. But I'll try to use this, and hopefully you can cut. I definitely need a better plier, that's for sure, to apply this to it. Okay, so this is my point. My point is that you can put many stuff on here. You can put this one that I just Mod Pot in 2 seconds. Look how that little popped of color on the back. It looks amazing. And I will be cutting this and making sure that it does what it's supposed to do. Or you can also add these little reindeers. They are so cute and adorable from Dollar Tree. Oh my god, if you can find them, I mean, I know that sometimes can be a little bit hard to find, but they can be so beautiful at a time. So you can just put it like right on the middle of it and make that wreath a little bit more doesn't that look beautiful? Just like a simple, like a not too complicated one. It's just going to make everything so simple. So you can just glue it to it. You're definitely going to have to try to make it stable enough because this is heavy. So just keep that in mind. You need a little stability in the back of it. And of course, I'm going to need more glue because this one is almost over. And I want to see how that backdrop look with this, and maybe I'll give that ranger a little support where it needs to be adhered to it. So I'm looking forward to that. Perfect. I think definitely these will give them like a little stability in the back. Oh my lanta, yeah, then definitely that is going to make it. Yes, it's going to make it perfectly. Oh yeah. We're going to work around this and put it in the backdrop, and this is how it's going to look once you're finalized doing it. Oh my lanta, I'm loving it. Of course, make sure that these here are dropping down so this way you can see them better. Of course, that's going to make a huge difference in the impact of um, your little design here. You know what? I was thinking of cutting it, but I don't think I need to cut it at all. It doesn't need to be cut. I can just put it in the back and it will be fine. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna put some glue right here. Okay, if it comes out, because this glue gun is not my favorite one, but we're gonna have to make it work. I love my other glue gun better. Still in the process of finding the best glue gun. This one is not it. It's not my favorite, I can tell you that much. Okay, so we're gonna put it like, I see I'm putting it the right way. Yep. It's definitely putting it the right way. Okay. Here we got the backdrop right here. And we're gonna make sure that we glue it also on the bottom too. So let's glue it on the bottom here. And if you want to use the glue gun, use the glue gun and also use a little bit of glue to adhere, and you can even do it like more so. Oh, I'm loving it. I think it's looking cute. It's really, really looking cute. Now I just gonna go back and maybe put that reindeer right in the middle, right? And put some glue in the middle and get him adhere to that. And let's see how that is. I'm gonna put him like right in the middle. And you're gonna have to hold him because not for nothing, but this reindeer is heavy and you might have to put some in the antlers too to hold it in place on the back. And what do you guys think? I'm loving this wreath. I think that with that little charm of that reindeer in the middle. It's going to bring like so much beauty to this. I thought I had to cut that one on the back, but look, it's fitting perfectly in the back. And no one's gonna see that backdrop here, so you don't even have to worry about it. If you want to cover it, okay, well that's definitely going to be something that you can do, but you don't have to. I don't think you do have to. So I definitely think that I have to say that the idea of creating um, a beautiful design with not too much. All you need is going to be two loofahs, the Wreath from Dollar Tree, and then you're also going to need um, that reindeer that's gonna pop out and give that little beautiful design to it. Of course, you can even step a little bit further on this, and the thing that you could do is basically add some lights to it and make it even more prettier. And I can look for those twinkle light that I actually use from Walmart, or from you can use anything from wherever you want, and you can wrap it around here because you definitely have room to do that in the reef itself. Of course, you're gonna the way that you're gonna hang this is gonna be very simple. You have a little hole right here, and you can hang it anywhere you want to. I definitely think that you should reinforce it a little bit more with a glue gun or glue. Give it a day and then put it up the next day. That's gonna make it much more stable if you want to. It's definitely going to make a little bit of a show, because who wouldn't love to have something like this in their Christmas decoration? It's just amazing how you're able to do that. Let me see if I can add the lights to it, and hopefully that will give it a little bit more pop of color. I'll see what I can find in here. Okay, so I have these twinkle lights here. Let me see if they work properly, because sometimes they could be an issue in the working department. So we'll try to find them. Do I have in batteries here? Let's double check them before I put them on, because I don't want to. This is not a brand new batch, so I need to make sure they work. And this is the same ones from Costco, so keep that in mind. No, it's not working. Let's see if it's the batteries. Oh, they're working. They are working, but not all of them. I guess it's because the tangle, maybe that's why they're not all working. Sometimes these little if they become too tangled, they don't actually show up for. Anyway, the point is that you can add lights to it. So I'm gonna try to see if I can put those later when I untangle them. But let's continue on and get something. These ones I got. This is not it. Where are they? Okay, so yeah, I'm running low on these little batteries things. This is the one that I got from Costco, and they don't have that many, but if you have and you want to put like a little bit of light, it shouldn't be that complicated, because you just have to zip it around the little, adding a little bit of lights to it. And if you want to add the lights to the rim prior to putting it, you can do that. I kind of feel like I want to put the light after the fact, so this way I know where I'm putting them. That's just my preference, but you guys can choose to do something else. If you don't like to put, I'm gonna put the light a little bit after the fact, or after I'm done. But if you don't want to put it in here, you can also put a little zip tie and make it a little bit here for you to be able to hang it, no problem at all. Let me see what I can find here so we can use. I have this June rope from Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of it and I'm just gonna put it in here. And you don't need too much, you just need like a little bit like this. You can cut it. And you're going to need to glue it a little bit so it doesn't go anywhere. There you go. And then you can just put it in the back of it. I'll make this wreath right in here. You can put it like right in here. Like I said, craft sometimes takes so many. Again, this is my second stick already for this project. And it depends on what you have. If this one is going to be one that you're going to need a lot of glue to put together, especially if you're putting this thing in the back, it's going to need a lot of glue to adhere to it. And I will show you because right now I'm noticing a couple things that needs to be put a little bit, and just put a little bit of glue gun on the side here. And it's right there and there. And that's going to give you that great here, okay? So this is what we have so far, and I am loving the effect of it. I think that if you wanted to make a snowman out of this, you can definitely do it. I'm gonna wait for it to, I'm gonna try to adhere this a little bit in the back here, and I'm gonna put it like right here. So maybe like right here so we can adhere. And there you go. So now we have our reindeer in that backdrop of that tissue paper. And I have to say that I'm loving the way it turned out to be. It wasn't completely what I expected, but it's better than what I expected. So for me, I have to say this is a go. You can definitely put a little bit of a lights into it, which I probably will as soon as I untangle those lights off. And I will glue them around the back, maybe around here, so they can come around and give it that beautiful look to this wreath. Anyway, guys, this is a less than 45 minutes. Um, Less than 45 minutes, you can make a wreath happen. And you saw how fast it worked. I used Mod Podge, I used a glue gun, I even used some rope to make it this little thing here. And if you want to make it even more pop out, you can even put ornaments all around it too. That is another option that you guys have too. Yeah, I have red ornaments here that you can put in, but I actually want to put the lights first, and then I'm going to put ornaments all around it, and then maybe around. Look, the project is never done until you feel that it's done. For me, I think there's always room, and there's always room for more. But this time for this video to end, and I hope you guys enjoy this live, that you are able to enjoy making this wreath out of loofahs, that you scrub yourself with, and out of a wreath that is very simple to open. You don't need pliers, you don't need anything. All I used was my scissors to do that. So I definitely think that is something that, but look at that reindeer. Look at that reindeer popping out, and he's in the forest. He's definitely in the forest. You can see the tree in the backdrop. You can see also the beautiful um, ornaments in the back. I mean, the sky is the limit. I thought I had to cut this, but no, I didn't need to. It turned out great, and it doesn't even show up when you put it in. It doesn't show up at all. I kind of feel like it's a masterpiece in the making. um, uh, but you can also go back and put some little red like this. You can put this, and I'm gonna show you just what you can do if you put your time to it, of course. So you can put like a little bit of a here, and you can put that there. And you know, the sky's the limit. But I kind of feel like simple is the way to go. I kind of feel like these is just add lights to it, and it's gonna be as simple as day and night. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time on Beast Cosina. If no one tell you, um, if no one tell you you're special just the way you are. But I appreciate all those that show up for my live. And I just wanted to show you something in craft that you can do. So simple. Don't need too much. You only need like the Wreath from Dollar Tree. You need two of the loofah, and if you have it at home already, you can put it any color that you want. And then I had this reindeers for last year, and then those tissues that I just picked them up this year, and you can pick any color, whatever makes you happy, and make that backdrop for that ranger to look and pop out. I'll see you next time in Beast Cosina. If no one tell you, just special just the way you are. Goodbye.